Skyhawk 1 to Skyhawk 2. Any sign of him, Sandy? Over.
Skyhawk 2 to Skyhawk 1.
Not a bandit since we took off. The wild blue yonder looks pretty tame today. How's our pigeon doing? Over.
Skyhawk 1 to Skyhawk 2.
Just about scraping the deck. Should be contacting the base right now.
Skyhawk 3 calling nest. Skyhawk 3 calling nest. Do you read me? Repeat. Do you read me? Over.
Oscillating real crazy, Colonel. I'll try in a squawk box.
Colonel Catlett, you don't mean you're picking up a signal from Olmsted's plane at this distance?
Figure for yourself, Mr. Phillips.
This is Olmsted. Are you receiving me? Over.
Nest to Skyhawk. Coming in strong and groovy. Over.
At that altitude, to transmit this distance, we've never been able to accomplish that before. How does he...
Don't ask me. Olmsted said he's found a way to bounce UHF waves off the heaviside layer like broadcast wavelengths.
That his device could be the answer to our communication problem. If our planes can fly low, under radar search, and still keep in contact...
That's only phase 1 of the test, Phillips. Come on, let's see about the rest of it. Are you still in contact?
Yes, sir.
Let me talk to him. This is the Colonel. Olmsted, phase 1 of the test is a great success. Ready for phase 2? Over.
Skyhawk 3 calling nest. I believe I picked up the landing vector from the big base across the river. I'll patch it in. Listen.
You know what that means? Our bombers and fighters can intercept the enemy radio beam and fly him right down to the target. Order him back to the base at once.
Yes, sir.
Can't take any chances. Olmsted's too valuable to us now.
Skyhawk 2 to 1 and 3. Bandits, 2 o'clock. Mayday, mayday. Skyhawk 1 to Skyhawk 2. Bandits buzzing number 3.
Is that... Olmsted.
Skyhawk 2 to 1. Let's get them. Over and out. nest.
He's gone, sir. Hit and crashed. Going after bandits that got him.
Nest to Skyhawk leader. Forget that. Return to base at once.
But, sir.
That's an order. Acknowledge. Over.
Well called. Skyhawk leader to nest.
Over and out.
Report to me the second they're on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Captain, what time did you spot the bandits?
It was about 1,400 hours, sir.
You told Olmsted not to go too far over the enemy lines, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I was in constant contact with his pilot at all times.
Then he must have gone over on his own accord.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, thank you, Sergeant.
Nobody could have lived through that crash, sir.
How was the test, Colonel? Was it successful?
Almost too successful.
Well, what does that mean, sir?
It means we can appreciate what we've lost.
But can't our scientists make the device without Olmsted?
I'm afraid not. I've examined his notes and papers. He kept the secret in here.
Anything more we can do, sir?
Sure. Go out and relax. You boys have been hitting it up pretty hard. Take a couple of days.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This must be it.
You pretty father! Come on, you man! Come on, you man! I dare you say it again! Lieutenant Bill Claiborne, nursemaid to a bunch of flyboys. What a career! How do you guys do it? Of all the joints in Seoul to go to?
Oh, quit griping. If you don't like our company, why don't you stay at headquarters? Read your maps.
Because somebody's got to fly the plane. And until we get robot pilots, you guys are all we got.
Bill, I wonder what life would be like without you blocking for me.
A lot simpler, at least for me. Now, come on, you guys, let's get out of here. Now, come on, over here. Come on.
Uh-oh, too late.
Captain Arnett, Lieutenants Wilkins and Claiborne, you're wanted at headquarters.
Oh, no, they couldn't hear about it this quick, not even with radar. Oh, it's not possible. I'm not going.
You're going right now.
But this can't happen. It's not possible.
Hard to believe, Major Garvin.
Well, a report like this is almost impossible to confirm.
Still, we have to face facts and act on the probability. Take a look at this.
Blood chit. Ordinarily, a blood chit is given to a Korean civilian for aiding one of our men in enemy territory. We've paid the $50 for scraps of paper, for a signature on a match folder, for anything. And we want to do all we can to encourage this aid.
Here's Army intelligence translation from the chit. Older man, survivor of plane crash, taken prisoner at Hushan.
You don't mean...
Oh, I know it sounds a little wild, but we think it might mean Olmsted.
But he couldn't be alive. We saw the crash. You looked at the film.
I know. Chances are 1 in 1,000 or 10,000, but we can't afford even a chance like that.
We questioned this man pretty closely. We think he might be telling the truth. All right, you can go.
And if Olmsted is alive?
There's a chance the enemy may find ways to make him talk.
The old brainwash.
Exactly. Do you realize what it would mean if the Reds got a hold of his communications device? There'd be no such thing as a secret mission. Why, they just monitor our takeoff instructions right from the tower.
A bomb run would be suicide.
It'd upset the whole balance of air power.
I gather we fit into this somewhere, sir.
You crashed near Hushan last year, didn't you, Captain, and walked out?
That's right, sir. Thanks to Korean guerrillas and a Russian girl.
Tanya Nikova?
Is that my report, sir?
Yes, I've been rereading it. You knew her quite well.
A little more than casually, sir. I owe her my life.
And she can be trusted?
What do you mean, Colonel?
Ordinarily, I'd hesitate to send a man out on a mission like this. But with your experience, there's a possibility that you're the only man in the Air Force with a chance of pulling it off.
Pulling what off, sir?
Parachuting behind the red lines and finding out whether Olmsted's alive or dead. Squadron will fly a cover strike, pinning down the MiG base at Hushan.
If the Army sent a task force after Olmsted, the Red Brass might realize Olmsted's importance.
Suppose Olmsted is alive.
Then your job is over. All we want from you is the information. If Olmsted's alive, we'll get him out if we have to go clear to the Yalu to do it.
Look, Colonel, you can't send him out alone. Let me make the drop with him.
I'm sorry. If we weren't desperate, do you think I'd even risk one top pilot?
But, sir, it'll be hard enough.
You'll fly him in and out, but you won't be alone.
Then I'm the one to go, sir. Why, photo intelligence men are a dime a dozen. And besides, I've been running guard for this schmo since high school football.
Well, why do you think you were asked to come here? You'll take along a radio man with portable equipment. If you get stuck, you can at least get a message through.
Yes, sir. At what time are we leaving, sir?
1700.
Tonight?
Can you get a message to the guerrillas, Major?
I'm sure I can, sir.
Fine.
One thing, Captain. So much depends on this girl, a Russian girl. Now, why would she want to help us?
Well, she never would talk much about it, sir. However, she did say her parents were white Russian from Mukden. When the Reds took over Manchuria, I guess things happened.
I see. What makes them trust the daughter?
She's a protege of a Colonel Kuban. He's the head surgeon in the Mupyong district. Tanya was studying medicine and came to Korea with the colonel.
Will you buy that?
Do we have any choice?
I guess not.
Good. The cover strike at Hushan will be at 2400 sharp. You can arrange return rendezvous among yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Just one more thing. You better clean up a little. We don't want to shock our guerrilla friends.
Yes, sir.
I don't follow, Lieutenant. This is a volunteer-type mission. I don't remember volunteering.
We're kind of involuntary volunteers.
Come again?
We have a choice. Either we ask to go or they send us.
If that ain't a drag. Real sick.
What kind of language is that, North Korean?
You men look ready? Captain Arnett will be in command of the mission. You take your orders from him.
Yes, sir.
Use G channel. We'll hold it clear. Monitor 24 hours a day.
Yes, sir.
Don't break silence except as a last resort. And remember, we just want two things. Information, and for you to get back safe. That's all. We've got plenty of heroes. We don't need any new ones.
I understand, sir.
And on the 14th at 0600, we'll fly another cover strike when Lieutenant Wilkinson picks you up at the copter. Better get your engines warmed up. The squadron will hit the red base on schedule. You can count on that.
Yes, sir.
Getting air cover.
It looks different than fighting the war from a swivel chair with earphones on me head.
Yeah, it's a real gasser up here. This blue yonder is real wild.
They better hit that red air base hard, or we won't have a soft landing.
Yeah.
Cable leader to all flights. Cable leader to all flights. Red air base directly below.
Goodbye, Yushan Airfield.
At least for a little while.
Long enough for us anyway, huh? All right, check your gear. It's about that time.
What a scam. These crazy silicone fellas really bug me.
Well, then leave yours in the plane.
What are you, a madman? I'd really fall out.
Stand by. Okay, over the side with it. Let's
Okay, here
go.
it goes.
See you later, Sandy.
You better.
All in one piece.
I think so.
How about the running guard?
Thought I might take 2 shoots. I'm surprised they make it with 1.
All right, let's get our stuff and see. Reds, hit the dirt! I'll get the grenade!
Captain Chan of the guerrillas. Come ahead. Come on. In the truck, under the tarp.
What about Tanya?
She'll be at our headquarters.
Do not shoot! It is Chang!
These are 3 Americans. They're here because they need our help.
Copacetic, real solid sanctuary.
American, huh?
This I like.
Don't mind him, honey. He bothers everybody.
Come inside.
Man, this is living.
Your irresistible charm finally came through. And for once, the flyboy took second place.
Tanya.
You men must be hungry.
Oh, Tanya, this is Lieutenant Bill Claiborne, our radio operator, Chick Mimi.
I am happy that you landed safely.
There's food. Perhaps we can eat and talk.
Right on. I'm so hollow I echo inside.
You see? Such is life in Uncle Sam's Air Force.
What wings you swing without a pay you nowhere?
You know, I think I understood that.
For you.
Say, that's smooth.
The American plane that crashed near Hushan last week. You know of it?
Yes, we know of it.
It's vital that we know whether one particular man survived that crash or was killed.
The wreckage was surrounded at once by Red soldiers. No one was allowed near. So we are dependent on you.
Well, I am not certain. It's true that Colonel Kuban is in charge of all the hospitals in this area, but I am only his medical aid.
Then,
If the men are dead, then we would not be informed. If they are alive and well, they would naturally be in prison camps, and again, we would have no way of knowing.
we must check the prison camp and all the cemeteries.
If Olmsted came through at all, he'd be hurt pretty badly.
Then he would be in a hospital, and we would get a report.
Can you find out?
Yes, I can investigate. What is his name?
Olmsted. Dean Olmsted.
Dean Olmsted.
What's with this dizzy doll?
Love, that's all.
Love? You're way out, man.
Well, watch ya. What else could it mean?
It could mean that there was something else in the child besides chowder.
Lieutenant. Let's take a look at that map.
Here we are, right here.
That's right.
I didn't know they were alive or dead.
There is something to be said for the war.
What?
If it had not been for the war, I would not have met you, and we would not be here now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But there's something better the war can do for us.
What's that?
And
Oh, Tom, I hope we both live to see that.
Leave off the lobes, will you?
What's the matter with you, man? You've been playing those killer cycles too long. Can't you see this doll is crazy about you? And what do? You play hard to get.
I'm not playing hard to get. I just never been got.
it's kind of rough on you working for us, isn't it?
It's not as rough as it is on Sean and the others. Beside them, I do very little.
You will be careful getting the information.
I'll be careful.
I think you're right. We should check those prison camps.
It surprises me that you know so much about our country.
I've done nothing for a year but live with these maps. I know more about your country than the palm of my hand.
It would be wise to first check the cemeteries. If we find them, then we know neither Tanya nor ourselves need look any further.
Where are they, by the way?
You will be here tomorrow.
I'd feel a lot better if we didn't have to trust a girl.
You mean Tanya?
You know what one word from her could do to us?
One word from her last year, and I'd have been finished then.
Yeah, that was last year, but a lot could have happened since.
You got any better ideas? Where would we go? How would we get help? All right, I'm in command. And as long as I am, we'll play it my way.
Yes, Major?
Colonel Caban.
Oh, he has not arrived yet. Oh? It is early. Perhaps I could help you.
No matter. Oh, there is a small thing.
Yes.
A few scratches, perhaps some antiseptic?
Oh, Major, this is not an aid station. However, if you wait a moment, perhaps I can help you.
it's too much bother. You are very capable. I should not have thought.
If it were not for the war, I would be a doctor now. I was studying medicine in Hong Kong.
That is regrettable. You are bitter?
Why should I be bitter, Major? When the war is over, I shall return and finish my studies.
I see.
These, scratches...
A strand of barbed wire near a guerrilla camp I was investigating.
Oh.
Well, many thanks, and tell the Colonel I shall be back.
Something the matter, Colonel?
It's a small matter, but these reports, lists of patients, it is incomplete.
I'm not surprised.
But such inefficiency. They are a week, maybe 2 weeks old.
As much as that?
Suppose I call all the hospitals and order them to send all the reports at once.
No. I would much rather they neglect their paperwork than their patients.
Colonel Kuban, there has been a request for medicines. I have promised to drive to the depot.
Of course. Go ahead. I will just have to struggle along a while without you. Come in. Major One, what is it?
You will pardon me, Colonel. Last night, one of your jeeps was reported on the road to Huchan. It had red clay on its tires.
That is very improbable, Major. None of my staff could have business in Huchan.
That is what I thought. I will check elsewhere. Your aide, Tanya Nikova?
Yes?
I saw her leaving just now. I wondered...
On an errand to the medical depot.
For you?
Naturally. She had a special request for medicines.
You saw it?
Major, take the advice of a doctor. This post of security officer, you take it far too seriously.
That is impossible, Colonel. I must be suspicious of everyone.
But it is affecting your mind. You see traitors behind every tree. Why, you might even suspect me, a Russian who came here to help the North Koreans. Keep on, and it will kill you.
Well, he isn't in the hospital?
I don't know.
But I thought...
I checked all the reports in all the hospitals, but they are a week or more old.
And Olmsted could still be in one of them. We're getting no place fast.
There is one chance. Tomorrow, Colonel Kuban will start the inspections of the hospitals.
I'd make an excuse to drive for him.
But there are a lot of hospitals and time's running out on us.
I know. I wish I could do more, but...
I guess we'll just have to be satisfied. In the meantime, we better check the prison camps.
You excuse me, I must hurry back or I will be missed.
Well?
Well, what?
You didn't fall for that, did you? I sure didn't.
Can't you see it's a stall? A stall? Why?
To get Armstead out of here. By the time we hear from her again, if we hear, they'll have him clear to Moscow.
Look, knock it off, will you? Tanya's our one good chance to pull this off. And win, lose, or draw, we're going to do it with her.
Great. Just great.
Let's go back to headquarters. Maybe Tanya's found something.
You are exhausted, my dear. Why don't you wait here in the Jeep?
Oh, no, there is only one more hospital after this one, and then our reports will be complete.
For now. Next week for me, it will be the same thing all over again.
Poison. I'm poisoned. I've cut. Hey! Once the bomb goes off, that's real grilled juice.
No, that's a bum steer. That blood chit was a phony. Nobody believed Armstead could come out of that plane alive anyway.
Be patient. It takes a lot of time to visit all those hospitals.
And we've made a thorough search, too, Tom. Headquarters on information, and we got it. That just ain't no Armstead to be found. Let's take the information back to him. We've done our job.
I asked you to do too much. Set up a trap for her. This lousy war.
You have many more patients than before.
Yes, Colonel.
What is the meaning of that arrangement?
For the Americans, sir.
American? What American?
A plane was shot down at Hushan. One of the men died, but the other was alive. He is there.
This is very unusual. Most American pilots are mere boys.
Yes, Colonel.
For the record, what is his name?
We do not know. He wore no identification tags, and his clothes are torn off and burned in the crash.
He's been like this ever since?
Yes, Colonel.
What do the X-rays reveal?
X-rays?
Never mind.
Frequency range, 56 to 100 megacycles. Sleep scanning entire dial.
It's delirium, but listen.
Victor, signal, 240 degrees, loud and clear. Mark map.
Did you hear that? This American, an older man, muttering like that.
Perhaps he's someone important, an expert.
Oh, that is hardly likely.
That is for intelligence to decide. I must tell Major One.
Well, supposing you are wrong, will you not appear ridiculous?
Oh, I am already so regarded, a man who prefers to save lives instead of taking them. We must leave at once.
Well, hadn't I better drive to the last hospital and tell him you will not be there today?
Yes, that is best. Go. Get me a car immediately.
Tom, this American, he was an older man.
That's right.
An electronics expert.
How'd you know that?
We do not have a minute to lose. He is in a hospital, alive, at Mupyang. He is unconscious, talking in technical terms. Colonel Kuban already suspects that he is an important man, an expert.
What?
Colonel Kuban has sent for Major Wan to come from headquarters to examine Olmsted. Our only chance is to get there ahead of them.
Wait a minute. This does it. This really does it.
You're still not convinced.
Convinced of what? That Olmsted is still alive? Well, that's your girlfriend has made up this story to draw us into this neat little trap.
Now, look.
Now, you look. What were Olmsted's chances? 1 in a million. Have you seen him alive? Have I? No. All we have is Tanya's word. That's all. Period. Well, it's not enough for me.
You're not going.
Now, look. We have a radio. We'll call our headquarters. If they say go, I'll go. Otherwise...
All right.
Chick. Where's our radio?
There. Must have got hit when we landed.
We're strictly on our own now. And I don't care whether you go with us or stay. How can we get into that red hospital?
Do you think this will fit, Tom?
Yeah, I think so.
You understand the risk if you are caught?
You won't be taken as a prisoner of war. You'll be shot as a spy.
Look who's talking about taking risks.
I'll get my people together.
What for?
We'll be outside the hospital to get you out in case something goes wrong. Lena, come here. Go. Hurry up. Lena. Buddy. Go get up.
Well, you got another one of these? Extra large?
Major One, I saw the light. I wondered.
I've been waiting for you, Colonel.
I have just come from the hospital of Mupyang. I believe we have a very important prisoner convalescing there.
The American who crashed in a plane at Yuchang?
I suspect he is a scientist.
Oh, I wonder. It does not seem possible, yet...
What are you inferring?
Those 3 American parachutists who were dropped at Yuchang. Undoubtedly, it was a special mission. There must be a connection. Oh, by the way, I checked on your aide.
Tanya?
There was no request for special medicines, and she did not go to the medical depot.
But
where is she now, by the way?
She went driving to... Get me the 6th hospital. This is Colonel Kuban. My aide, Natanya Nikova. When did she leave there? She has not been there? You're sure? No. No, thank you.
Did she know about the prisoner? I will go to the Mupyang hospital. Arrange a suitable reception.
I am Tanya Nikova from Colonel Kuban's office. I have brought Dr. Zutkov. Dr. Zutkov has been sent by headquarters to examine the American patient. You will leave us alone, please, for a little while. But if the doctor needs you, he will send for you. Now go. The chart says severe head injuries, concussion.
We'll never get him out of here alive.
Then perhaps we can get him out of here dead.
What? Now, wait a minute.
You've got to trust me. There is no time to lose.
Look, it's a trap. Now it's up to us.
The colonel will be informed the way this man's treatment was neglected.
He was treated exactly like the others.
After the autopsy, the colonel will decide your punishment.
Raise your hands, please. An American. Take him over here.
God, Mike, brainwashed me. Your whole caper's a boodle of bad jazz. Your combo strictly from Squaresville. What a gaff.
Where are the others? How did you get here? Where are they taking the prisoner?
Crazy.
We will stay here until he answers. In words I understand.
I'd feel a lot better if I knew what happened to Chick and the others.
Why think about it? We all know what happened to him.
He was a real offbeat character. But you couldn't help liking a little schmo.
Oh.
Mr. Olmsted, do you know me?
Captain Arnett.
Hey, I think he's going to be okay.
The test was positive.
A great big plus.
That's all that matters.
No, it isn't. What really matters now is getting you safely back to our lines.
What do you mean?
At dawn, within a few miles from here, a helicopter will land to pick us up.
Doing all this for one man?
It's going to be touch and go keeping that date. So if you can do anything yourself, it would sure help.
How badly are you hurt, sir?
I don't know. I have a strange sensation here.
Internal injury.
What's it feel like? Hurt much?
I don't know, but I would say that it feels like extreme hunger.
See what you can dig up for him to eat.
Wait. The other night during the strike at Huchon, the 3 men who parachuted down, you were one of them.
Me ride that crazy silk umbrella down?
And perhaps a plane or helicopter will return to the same place to pick up the party.
Here I am, Busty! Here I am! You stood from nowhere!
Sometimes one does not need words.
When they reach the rendezvous, you will be there.
Precisely.
It's about time, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I know, sir. This egg beater's no jet job.
Well, there's one good sign, no radio message. If there'd been an emergency, they'd have broke silence.
If they're still alive.
Let's not dwell on that. Good luck, Lieutenant. I don't have to tell you how much there's at stake.
I know.
Coordinate your landing with the diversionary airstrike as before.
Yes, sir.
And what I said still goes. Don't be a dead hero.
What?
If they're not there to meet you, don't wait. You hightail it right back here.
But look, sir,
That's an order. You violate it, now court-martial.
Well, that could be a little hard, sir.
Well, see that you don't put me in that predicament.
Right.
Let it come down for Sandy. From a jet to an egg beater.
Right on schedule.
Bill. Danny, come on, let's get out of here.
What are we getting into, Tom?
The cover raid. Still going on. There's a red airbase straight ahead. Tanya, look out! Undercover, quick!
Come on, hurry!
Tanya! Tanya, come on! Tanya! Tanya, come on. What's wrong? Tanya. Tanya.
We almost made it, didn't we?
We sure did.
It was nice.
Tom, over there on the airstrip. 2 MiGs set for takeoff. I guess our strike pinned them on the ground.
Ever have a ride in a MiG?
You ever flown one before?
Always wanted to try.
Well, I guess if you can get it off the ground, I can sit in it.
Wait here, Mr. Olmsted.
You take Mr. Olmsted. I'll fly cover.
You better, Tom. I'm a little rocky.
All right.
These were built for only one. Gonna be kind of cramped quarters.
They'll do in a pinch.
Come on, Tom. Get started.
Got a message for you, Colonel. Anything new?
Yeah. Our intercept picked up a radio message. Americans stole 2 red MiGs and took off from Hushan.
Your men?
Captain Arnett and Lieutenant Wilkinson. Who else would try anything like that? Contact all our flights. Tell them to hold fire when they see 2 red MiGs heading this way. They may be friendly.
Yes, sir.
Calling Ann House. Calling Ann House. Attention all flights.
Get him, Sandy.
How you fire this blasted?
What's he doing? Sandy, look out!
Did it save us?
Wing Commander Roberts to airbase. We are escorting Captain Arnett back to base. He's flying red MiG. Repeat, he's flying red MiG. Alert airbase of his arrival.
Of all the crazy things, flying a MiG.
That's about all he hasn't flown. Notify airbase personnel. Tell them to hold fire if they see red MiG approaching for landing. I hope he knows how to land that MiG.
Captain, you made it. What about Olmsted?
Why not ask him yourself, sir?
At your service, Colonel.
I wonder if it was worth it getting me back.
It was worth it.
We want your intercept on our side.
Nice work, Captain.
Thanks to the boys up there.